Hey guys, it's Rain here at Mount Domestic Church. I have the third part so far of this video series all about homemaking. Laura over at What Laura Likes and myself are reading this book, Graced and Gifted. I know many of you have ordered it and you're reading it along with us, and that's really exciting. I hope you guys are enjoying it. So we are on chapter 3 today, and this is the end of the first part of the book. So each part of this book has to do with a section from Proverbs 31. If you don't know what Proverbs 31 is, it's a section in the Bible, all about, not a section, it's a chapter in the Bible, all about a queen telling her son, the king, about what kind of woman he'd want to marry. And then we pull from this as inspired by God, and I think that a lot of women try to do their best to be like the Proverbs 31 woman. So part 1 is that she works with willing hands. So that's something that we try to live up to. We try to work with willing hands as a woman of God, a wife, a mother, a homemaker. And I think working with willing hands is a huge part of homemaking, like it says in the Holy Bible, all about how we can tear our home down or we can build it up with our own hands. So this is really important. Now, chapter 3, at first I thought was a little odd to be in this book because it's about homemaking and it is about family and relationships. Because really, in the end, that's what homemaking comes down to. And baptism is very important, and trying to share baptism within your family is so important as well. So chapter 3 is called A Mother's Guide to Baptism. And in this chapter, she talks about how she's kind of explained baptism to her children, trying to comfort their mind whenever maybe they get scrupulous about worrying about sinning or going to hell, because there are some kids that just really get concerned about those things, especially if it's talked a lot about in the home, which we try not to do that too much. But when it is brought up, some children just get real scrupulous and do get concerned and worried. So being able to talk to them about baptism in a really good and healthy way is important. Now, one thing that our family does is that we try to pick a very specific baptism day. So we don't just pick any baptism day. We pick a day that goes along either with their birthday, or goes along with goes along with their feast day, or goes along with their patron saint. And we also try to celebrate that every single year. I make a cake for them, or we celebrate with cupcakes. We talk about what baptism is, and all the kids get to see that it's really important, that their baptism was very special, that their siblings' baptisms were very special, and it's just a special time. Goodness, y'all. I'm telling you, I always talk about my flyaways, but they're everywhere. Anyway, that's what you have when you have long hair. So anyway, but yeah, so this chapter was interesting. I did still kind of feel like it was such an odd chapter, like, to put here. But at the same time, like I said before, it makes a lot of sense because homemaking in the end is really about relationships and about skills. And this section is working with willing hands and being willing to talk to your kids, talk to your spouse, work within your home and relationships, and so on and so forth. So I did like that she talked about the Catholic perspective of baptism. There's a lot of different perspectives out there, and I love the Catholic perspective. I love that it goes back to the very beginning and what the early church did, and I think it's beautiful. So it was a really good chapter. I'd love to know what you guys thought on the chapter. If you thought it was kind of like, were you kind of surprised when you saw that was here? Or if you were like, oh, it was perfect, it totally went with it. So next week we'll start part 2, and that'll be chapter 4. If you haven't, please go ahead and check out Laura over at What Laura Likes and her video. Her videos are really good. She's got like things popping up with scripture. So it's really good. My little boys found me and they're bouncing on the bed. So I gotta get going. I hope you guys all have a beautiful and blessed day. And if you're new to this channel, I'd love for you to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and God bless.